that was time that I had to grow up right there at that house. But you like to stay a little kid forever, wouldn't you? Oh, I'm telling you. But one of the things that made an impact on me, and I don't know quite how to categorize it because it falls under so many. But let me tell you an incident. It should be called the Easter suit. Our mama used to take us to Robert Hall up there on Oakman Boulevard and Grand River. There was a federal department store up there, Sears, Kresge. That was what was considered back then a shopping area. There were no malls. So that's where we went. Robert Hall was up over there. And anytime we would get in that zone, we would go to Robert Hall's and put some on our Easter clothes. Of course, we didn't pick them out early. You start from one year, saving up for the next year. So I think I was around 14, and I hadn't got my Easter suit out. And hung it back there in the attic off the doghouse, on a wall. But now this was the year I started at Central High School over there. I went to all three of them, Roosevelt, Durfee, and Central, right across the street pretty much, next block up. And my proximity to the school had people that were far away, buddies of mine, so-called, stop by my house to pick me up in the morning, but they would wait with me until our classes would start sometime, maybe 9, maybe 10 o'clock, whatever it was. They would wait at my house. Well, Starr lived 3 doors down. That was my place sister. And she had 2 or 3 girlfriends, the same thing. Well, how long do you think that took before them 6 or 7 folks got together and started hanging out together every morning? Uh-huh. Now, it has become an event. Now, they're all doing this at David's house. We never did it down at Starr's house. We all did it at David's house because David was kind of, David being me, instrumental in it. Said, boy, ain't this something? This is, man, I be telling you, I'm the most popular nigga in the world. Ain't this nice? All the time, scared. Oh, I was nervous all the time. I was on the edge all the time. But let me continue this story toward this thing. It breaks from there, but I'm going to break it toward this particular incident. It wasn't long before other people were coming through there that David was dismissing, no, you can't come. You can't come in. Gaylord was a 12th Street nigga who was of the generation of Lloyd Tyler who lived across the street. They must have been like 4 years older than I was. 3 or 4 years older. But that was the group, and Lloyd Tyler pretty much was the boss of it. Gaylord ran with that crew. He came to the party one time, and I put him out. Gaylord wanted to come in. No, I can't have all that. Well, there was a break-in in our house, and one of the things that was stolen was my Easter suit. Not putting it all together at a particular time, but that summer, Gaylord was walking around with my coat on. Now, my Easter suit comprised of a top coat that was 3/4 length at the time, was plaid, a suit, and I had some shoes. Gaylord didn't get them; they were in the closet. But I had a whole outfit, But Gaylord was wearing that plaid overcoat. Coming in, when the weather breaking, from Easter on, Gaylord was wearing that coat, but the coat was too big for the nigga. In fact, it was a full-length coat on Gaylord that give you the understanding what the difference of heights was between us. Now, I was a skinny little rascal, but I was tall. Gaylord was a short, stocky, one of them muscle built type dudes, and he was closer to the ground than I was. and he would roll up the sleeves. And we would see him. I see him. I would tell him, man, that's my damn coat. Everybody, well, Gaylord, they go Gaylord. People would tell me, my buddies, this man Gaylord, just saw Gaylord. Probably a man. It's always coming up. This Gaylord done broke in my house. You son of a bitch. And I'm mad about it. I thought, that's all I was doing, was being mad, actually. And I was mad again one day. I was sitting on the front porch there. And cross the street, Lloyd Tyler saw me. We was all cool. Me and Lloyd, we was Lloyd and his buddies were real cool with us. The ones that were close in our neighborhood right there, Alani, Big John. There was a couple, three of them right through the block there. And we were all real cool. So Lloyd see me over there, and he come over across. Hey, man, what's going on? I said, Lloyd, man, I just saw. He said, my house got broken in, right? He said, yeah. I said, I just keep seeing Gaylord with my coat on, man. He up there on 12th Street, and I just saw that nigga, man. Well, I said, what? He said, Gaylord broke in your house? I said, yeah. That coat Gaylord be wearing is your coat? I said, yeah. He said, where's that? I say, he up there. We walked on back up on 12th Street. So I said, shit, Lloyd gonna kick Gaylord's ass. God damn it, shit. So we gets up there, and Gaylord was up Cross Street, down up 12th Street. So he was in shouting distance. As soon as Lloyd saw him, he said, Gaylord! Gaylord stopped, turned around. Lloyd said, come here! And Gaylord, kind of hustled over there, And when he gets over there, he looks at me. He says, is that your coat? I say, yeah. Like, I'm looking at the Lloyd like, kick his ass. Work him over, Lloyd. Get him. Let's say, take it from him. I looked at the Lloyd. He said, is that your coat? I said, yeah. He said, take it from him. Gaylord gave me one of them postures like he's backing up. Come on, like this here. I balled up my fist, man, and I BAM! Hit him like Uncle Joe had taught me up there in that doghouse. He taught us how to fight up there in that doghouse. My Uncle Joe. You don't telegraph what you're gonna do. Gaylord thought I was gonna do like he was doing, like he was posturing. I didn't posture nothing. When my foot was standing where it was, I just hooked him with a good old right in the face and knocked him down. And boy, did I jump on him. I got on Gaylord and went to working on him, and Gaylord would not fight back. Did not. Let's put it for. I think probably Lloyd was there. He figured, well, I'm just gonna take this ass whipping, and he took it. I turned that nigga over, tore my coat off, and took the coat and tore it in half. From that, from the back, had that little slit back there. I took that coat and ripped it up the middle, and threw it back on the ground. Gaylord was up, I threw it back on the ground, and Gaylord, all puffed up, and Lloyd say, come on. And we left. Gaylord stood there puffed up. Now, I said all that to say these words. That jumped my creds up on 12th Street tenfold. Tenfold it jumped it up. People would say things, be on the basketball court, say, that's the nigga who kicked Gaylord's ass? They would point at me and ask me those questions. And I'd be ready for fights all the time. Man, it just gave me credit. I didn't have to fight nobody. They said, that little nigga there is crazy. Whatever it was. Now, that's my Easter suit story. Or should I call it Gaylord? This is David.